Okay, we are gonna go over our Butterfly Kisses team meeting tonight. We're gonna discuss some sales without being salesy. And we're going to discuss Bring Back My Bar. First and foremost, SFR is coming up in July. So I'm excited for everyone who has signed up. Signups have closed already, so we have our list of who's going. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, let me know. But then also, I'm just going to do a little shout out to Katrina. We'll be presenting in the all consultant training next Tuesday with Sarah Walker. Don't make don't make faces at me. And you can sign up for that. So you can sign up for that, and if you can't make it that day, they actually send you the recording as well. So I would recommend going to at least sign up for it, even if you can't make it, so you can watch it after. I do not remember your topic, so don't hate me for remembering that. I remembered the date and who it was.
They're sweet. They also do a giveaway too at the end of every call for everyone that's on for like business supplies. So it's really, really cool. My topic is utilizing the Make Sense Cincy newsletter that they give you, that Cincy sends on your behalf, and like how to like utilize it to your best. It's not going to be just about like personalizing it and things. I'm going to go over like how you can like see the clicks and things like that, and how there's all the analytical things that go with it. So yeah, fun.
If I had to assume a topic, it would have been recognition. Sorry, I couldn't. Oops. There we go. I couldn't assume the topic, so because I didn't have the sheet in front of me. So yeah. So that is available, and you can sign up on the workstation right now for it. It already says her name and everything. And then let's see what else is coming up. Our summer collection is coming up on June 1st. Early release for consultants for Bring Back My Bar started this past week. And Father's Day is still available, so is Beauty and the Beast. And I put the top 10 also in our team page. One of the biggest shockers they talked about at the D call was that Alice in Wonderland was only from the warehouse, and it made in the top 10. So that was a big surprise and big hit. So that being said, those are the big shout outs I have. May is off to a kick butt start. We have a 2K challenge in May. And one of the things I'm going to discuss that we talked about in there today is, and it was actually funny that we were discussing it yesterday on, it was on the D call, was scent crates. We have the whiff box that we get every month. That's $35. It's a different content every single month from Scentsy itself. But then you can do themed crates on their own, as long as it's a private thing that you have to do one-to-one. You can't see either the contents or the price together. You have to do one or the other. And it's something you definitely have to do through a private message. It's a personal special. That's the word I was looking for. And I used to do them, and I'm going to start doing them. And as soon as I posted what my theme was, which was loads of fun, which means I'm going to theme mine with laundry this month. I'm going to theme it with laundry. I sold one immediately. So one of the things that was on the call, I really liked her system, was she collects a payment through the 1st for that month, then places her order on the 1st. So that's how you get active right in the beginning. And then she says, I will ship out by the 15th unless they're local. And she charges them for shipping as well. And I really like that, because a lot of people are like, how do I do this? How do I get out of pocket? Don't get it out of pocket. You get payment from them first. Then you do a bulk order, because a lot of them are under the bundles. And then that's how you can get your PRV and get active for that month. So I'm doing loads of fun. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to double check my Target, but they have little washing machines that are in the really cute. They're a couple bucks over in the $1 to $3 section. And then I'll get a couple things for it at the Dollar Tree to add to the theme. Like I've already thought, like I'm already planning ahead. I already have my next 3 months planned out. So next month I'm gonna do flip into summer. I'm gonna look for sandal things, beach themed things like that. I know one that Heather shared in our 2K group was that she did a red, white, and blue theme for July and shared what she made for her baskets. There's lots of different ideas. Pinterest is a fantastic resource. There's also many ideas for scent crates in general on our team page. So if you type in crates, if you type in bundles or something like that, you might get a couple of ideas. You also could look through the photos. Um, Heather's doing one right now, see? And it's a great opportunity to get PRV without being salesy. You get to give them a little bit of a taste of what you would give them, and they get a little bit of a surprise. It's very similar to the Whiff Box, but it's not. It's themed of how you want it, and making sure that you save your receipts also, um, because anything that you get at like the Dollar Tree and whatnot is part of your taxes that you can use. So don't forget that part. Um, yes, Heather's doing also a Summer Sunshine one right now as well. And then I already have, like I said, I have my next few themes planned. I have a spa day planned. And I'll probably do our body line because a lot of people think that we're wax and warmers, and guess what? We're not. That is a good majority of sales through Scentsy, but it's not our. We can showcase other things in bundles. Um, so one of the things I emphasize on with not being salesy is I always am looking at a way to make things relatable. I always am, and I'm going to cover part of this topic because Devin's going to cover it later this month or later this week, I think is what he said, because he was originally supposed to do our team meeting tonight. So I don't want to take away all of his cool ideas. But we have graduation, Father's Day, Mother's Day that just happened. We have end of the year. Teachers get teacher gifts at the end of the year. We just finished teacher appreciation. There are so many gifting opportunities. And the way I always put it out there is, hey, I'm happy to make a bundle for you and I have a list of these events and I put them in my project broadcast. You give me your budget and let me work with it and I'm happy to help you. I sometimes have made $15 bundles. I've made $20 bundles. I've made a $50 bundle. Like I say, whatever your budget is, I can work with you and to get the teacher something they want. Get the Father's Day a collection they would love. Um, that's something I'm very excited about with couponing is that I can work in any budget. So that's something I thrive in. Another thing is not just posting over and over again. Here's my link, here's my link, here's my link. Don't do that. Guess what? No one's going to read it. Everyone's going to skim right past it and keep scrolling. I have made an interactive post, had nothing to do with Scentsy. Yes, 2 days ago. My husband built me Lego flowers. And they're flowers, they don't smell, but it's a flower that doesn't die. He had 100 and it's an inside joke between him and I, but he has 116 likes and comments on that. And then I haven't even commented on those yet. So now I'm going to be able to interact with all those people and they're going to see my post more often so that I'm not coming off like when they see my post naturally, I'm not coming off salesy then. I'm coming off as I post flowers and this is this is who I am. I'm not just Scentsy. I post my kids and I were playing cards the other night. I don't remember what we were doing with it, but like I'm not just Scentsy. Yeah, it's like one of those like showing I'm also a consultant, but I'm also a human being. Meal planning, that's what it was, Aunt Tam, thanks. I was meal planning while my kid and I were playing Skippo together. And that was something that I was able to do with him that's nothing Scentsy related. But I probably was wearing this shirt that, if I took a selfie, or I think it was just white in that picture, but it was a way to still brand myself, but still people are looking at my content. If they continue to interact with my content, they're going to continue to see it more on their news feed, which means that they can see more of what I'm posting when it is or isn't Scentsy related. And I've had a lot of success with, hey, I'm doing this. And people are like, hey, what is this? I don't know what this is. Katrina is still shocked half the time when I say that I walked into my office and nobody knew what Scentsy was in my brand new office. Like, it's really big in a lot of places, and it's still not very well known up here. Um, so don't assume that everyone knows what you're selling. If you say that you sell fragrance flowers, someone might not know what that is. It's the education part that is where you get to the opportunity to share your passion and not just share that of what you're selling. I went off on a tangent there. I apologize. But try to be authentically you when sharing. Never share, oh my gosh, I love this buddy clip. Well, I do love this buddy clip, but I got him for a reason. When you honestly don't give a shit, to be honest. And that reminds me though, this little small tangent I forgot to tell everyone. If you have this buddy clip, I am gonna make a little flyer that you guys can all use. Save the Turtles Day is this week, if I remember correctly. And you can say that you can even find a nonprofit if you want to donate like to that, and you can when they buy this turtle clip. Oh no, she's saying something. She's gonna type it. Adoption forms. Oh yeah, that's a good idea too. I haven't done adopt a turtle yet. That's a good idea. I like that. But I was also looking at giving my commission back on these ones to also a turtle, like a turtle group. I haven't looked up one yet to see where they will take donations because I haven't had time this week, but it's on my priority list before this weekend. So use those things to your advantage. Excuse me. So I'm gonna let Devin cover the rest of the topic on not being salesy, to be honest. And I was going to go over bring back my bar. No? No to me? Okay, sorry. So bring back my bar is something that happens every 6 months. It gets voted on right after, I think it's January and September, January and October, somewhere in there. Oh, I could probably donate to Echo. That's a good idea. And it gets voted on by consultants and customers. We get the top 20 or 25 bars depending on if Dan picks the last 5 or something like he did last season. And some of the bars that are coming back are pretty important to know. And I say this because one of them is Katrina's favorite, one of them is my favorite, and I have mine in club, and Katrina lost hers in club, so this is why club is really, really important. But what I do with Bring Back My Bar is a couple things. I will look through sales reports, and they have started putting them in there already. Only one of them is available right now, not both of them yet. So they have the Bring Back My Bar, who's ordered those exact things in the past is already available. And I already have 3 customers have ordered 3 of those scents already in the past. So they're on my list to like say, hey, this bar is coming back. And if they have it in their club or not, or if they want to host a party so they can get that bar, a lot of it, if they don't want to do a club, it gives them the opportunity to get it for free or half off with hosting a party. I offer 7, and there's a reason I do 7. I offer 7 hostess a cube each. Oops, echoing. There you go. I offer a cube each of each scent of Bring Back My Bar for hosting a party in June. They can start it in May if they would like, and once I get mine in, I'll put them each in a package. The reason I offer that is it's exclusive host thing that I do for my customers, for my hostess. I also do really well with that, and I get really good sales that month doing it. I also will look at who I have for clubbers. So I have gotten sometimes 1 set of Bring Back My Bar, and we're allowed up to 2. So if I have a lot of clubbers, I will also get a second set if I don't, or I will, depend on how many hostess I have that month. If I get 4 parties, I still have 3 extra sets. And I will give those all to my to my clubbers, a cube of each. The reason why is they already have a club. It is so easy. They already know how to set up a club. They already know how to add a bar or whatnot. Get those scents under their nose. It's quick and easy bars for them to add. PRV in your on your workstation, money in your pocket. That is a big one I do. I know this month I had 3, but I think next month I have 6. So I might get a second set of Bring Back My Bar, one for hostess and one for my clubbers, because I don't have enough clubbers that I have to worry about that. And eventually, if I do, I'll probably split the cube and they get a half a cube of each. Like you don't have to figure out who gets what. You can share. If $102 is too much for your budget, we have 83 teamies on our page, and I want to say probably at least 75 of them are in Vermont. And I wish I was joking. That being said, find another teamie and say, post on our page, hey, I'm looking to split, Bring Back My Bar. Find out who maybe needs it to like push them over to active, because maybe one person needs it, the PRV over the other. Split the cost and split the bars. And when I'm not saying like do 10 bars each, like half the bar of each section of each bar, so that you both get 4 cubes of each bar to either sample out, share with your clubbers, or book parties with. Eventually, there will also be a report called Bring Back My Bar Leads. What this entails is it says, I wish I had Beach next to me. So Beach is one that's coming back that's currently in my club. And yeah, it was my first Bring Back My Bar 3 years ago when it came back. And it's been in my club for 3 years. I'm going to tell you guys right now, it smells like copper tone, suntan lotion, and it just makes me think of my childhood. It's so good. That being said, I lost my train of thought with that. Oh, the leads. If there's a similar scent, similar tones, notes that are on that bar, they will say, hey, this person likes this, they might like this. And it's very helpful. Eventually someone will create a flyer with similar scents like that. They do every season. It's been very convenient. Like if you like, I don't know what beach smells like in my world like that we have currently. I'm gonna say if you like, personally, if you like raspberry hibiscus tea, you might like sweet vanilla pea, and I think that one's coming back if I remember correctly, because that was one of that was on my reports that was coming back. It's or something like that. I would also say, I would also say that if you like, I would personally say if you like raspberry hibiscus tea, you might like southern sweet tea, which is Katrina's favorite. I think if you like one, you like the other. They're very sweet, but they're very subtle at the same time. I think so. But there will be eventually a flyer that says if you like this, you most likely will like this. It's a good way to then look at their reports and say who's ordered this in the past, and maybe send them a sample of that particular scent that's Bring Back My Bar for them to smell and say like, hey, I know you ordered this in the past. I thought of you with this when it came back and thought you might like it. That way, it's an easy way to connect with your customers. It's an easy way to build that relationship. So you're not being salesy. You're like thinking of them because they liked something that they ordered from you in the past. And at the same time, you're getting that under their nose to say like, oh, I definitely like this, or oh, I definitely don't. And you can find out why. Have a genuine conversation with them. Like, what are their thoughts on it? Feedback is always great to use. So that's what I have on Bring Back My Bar. Other than that, Does anyone have any questions? I know Katrina wants to add something. Oh, before I forget, before she adds something, just in case it's the same thing, in the featured area of Butterfly Kisses has my Google Drive, but it also has Katrina's Google Drive, which is great because she already made the labels for Bring Back My Bar because she does cool things like that. So we love to suck up to my sponsor because she's awesome. We'll just put it that way. Anything else
Okay,
to add?
you're very sweet. I was bored the other day and I couldn't sleep is when I made those. Made them on Mother's Day actually, and I knocked them out in like 15 minutes. They are black and pink though, so pink is not your jam, like print them in black and white. I don't know. Really quick, the reports that Nikki was talking about, because I was like, ooh, I'm gonna pull those right now. The Bring Back My Bar leads report is actually for, it shows you who voted in the Bring Back My Bar voting. And it will only show you the people who voted on things that came back. So you don't have to like weed through it. So like I just pulled mine because what I'm doing it personally, because it was in my club, and you guys know that I have like a little stockpile of Southern Sweet Tea. I had promised every one of my VIPs, I said, if you vote for Southern Sweet Tea and it comes back, I'm sending you a bar. So I have to mail a lot of bars now, but it's worth it because I get to have my Southern Sweet Tea back. So I'm not
And
sending
you're able
them
to
one
put
for
it
every
back.
time they voted, but like,
No, but
yeah.
you're also able to put it back in club now because it's something that you had lost in club.
Yes, and I lost beach too, and I'm getting beach back. So now I just need the cotton
Coconut cotton.
coconut cotton to come back. I know.
I have a lot of those because it's in
I
my
know.
club.
I'm gonna just buy them from you.
So yeah.
But yeah, that was all I wanted to add was if you run that report, it will actually show you, it will show you every time they voted and what they voted for. So like I had a few people who like they voted for Southern Sweet Tea for all 5 of their votes. And then the next day when they voted for like their ones that they loved, and like, or they just used Southern Sweet Tea as one of their 5 votes, which was fine. But like it's really cool to be like, hey, you know, for me, like this person, like, hey Lisa, like happy birthday's coming back. Like you voted for it this last round. And so I want to help you set up a club so you can get it back type situation. So yeah, that's all I wanted to add.
Painted leaves is coming back, and one of my customers ordered that in the past. So when I saw that, I was like, oh, I'm gonna reach out to the customer. One of them was Ghostly Greetings, and I was like, it's not my jam, but they liked it in the past. They've ordered in the past. I'm gonna reach out to them and say, hey, you ordered Ghostly Greetings. Guess what? It's coming back. I remember that was scent of the month. And then there was another. I think it was like a vanilla, sweet vanilla, and sweet pea or something like that. That one also is coming back, and that was also ordered from a customer in the past 3 years. So like I have at least 3 people to reach out to on those ones. I'm gonna ask them to party because if they can get it for free or half off, great. If I can get them to even make a club after that, even better. But at least it's offered. Worst case, they're like, I love the bar. I'm just gonna order. But when people order, they usually tell you if they like a scent or not. So I'm also gonna include that in my project broadcast though this week coming up. So that's what I have. I am gonna stop the recording so we can go free for all.